I know I'm supposed to be walking, but I got a message for y'all. This morning, my wife and I were talking about abundance because that's the word we choose for the year. You see, each year we choose a word, and we happen to land on abundance this year. But really and truly, I don't know how God does it. But He planted me with the word of discipline. So we chose abundance, but I told her when she was talking to me, what comes before abundance is the discipline, the things we don't want to do. The eating habits, the waking up, going to bed early habits, the putting the right fuel in our system, what we watch with our eyes, what we take in with our ears. And God is so good. He plants the right words on my tongue. In this brain of mine, it flowed out that the example I gave was when you ask God for patience, what do He give you? I'll wait. He gives you exercises. It comes like a pop quiz at school. You go through it so you can kind of get ready to take the full test. But when we were asking for patience, He might have you test it with your kids. Not God testing you, but He allow your kids to maybe, act up and see how you handle that battle. Or somebody cut you off while you're going to work. How do you handle that situation? So we got to asking for abundance, but we still have the appetite of lack, if that makes any sense. We're doing what we want, nothing changed. And for the longest, I always used to hear people say, you have to be the person you want to become. Or however they say it. And I didn't understand it. I'm like, how am I gonna be rich if I'm not a billionaire? Or how am I gonna go to these nice restaurants and spend that kind of coins if I'm maxed out and I got bills to pay? Are you saying be reckless? But let me get back on track. So we're asking for abundance, but we lack the discipline. And you really think God is going to allow abundance in your life, which He's been taking care of us, but you think He's going to allow abundance in your life, this overflow, to someone who's not ready to hold it in their hands and attain it? No, that will be a disservice to us. We'll fumble the ball. So she came back to me and she was like, my wife, you was right. And in that moment of her saying that, I was like, it's not that I wanted to hear right. This is my thinking process. It's just to know that we came in agreement and know that we're two. We became one when we got married. So what I do, yeah, it's cool, but it could be more effective if you do and we both do. Because now we're on the same page and we gotta get there even quicker. And then like me went off to rambling and talking about some other stuff of like, imagine me trying to hold up this foundation of this home by myself. It would be more helpful if we all were on the same page trying to pitch in. You hold a corner, I hold a corner, because if you're doing what you're supposed to do and I'm not doing nothing, how do I expect us to win? I might cause this whole thing to crumble because I'm not putting in the work. So right before I got out here and came to walk, she was in the living room, doing her stretches and exercising and stuff like that. And we're not perfect. But when we see what is lacking, sometimes we have to evaluate our life and say, what part of my life I could be doing better? Where am I lacking? Where might I be stalling the Lord from showing up and showing out in our work, in our situation? Because all the time we always think everything is good. God say, wait on Him. Oh, we don't have to put no work. Absolutely. I'm a good person. I'm going to church. All these different things that we put up, but we lack discipline. So you have to do like this monthly evaluation, sometimes even weekly or daily evaluation of your life and see, is there something I could work on? Is there something I could get better at? Is there some skill the Lord is calling me to do? Am I being obedient? Am I fully seeking the kingdom of God? Am I fully seeking the Lord and having more time spent with Him than on my phone, maybe eating, maybe doing what I want to do, what the flesh is calling me to do? Because I'm here to tell you, a lot of the times, the things we tend to want to do is fleshly and far from God. We just put God in our bio to make it look good. And it might work for a while and fool others, but it ain't fooling God. God bless. Let me get back to this walk. It's go time.